Let's go.
Let's.
I think this is a win. I'm calling it right here. Win. Calling it. Calling my shot. I'm looking out in right field.
We've been sniffing. What's that smell like?
The
Slider.
Astros scored another
You stink.
run. This whole PUBG like recording week that you guys are going to be watching is going to have every episode. I'm going to have an update on the Astros and Dodgers game 3.
Astros v Dodgers. It's like a battle of YouTube gaming. It's Astros, they make the headset, and then Dodgers, she's a YouTuber.
Oh.
Wow, that was like an incredibly weird stretch.
What are you talking about? They're both video game brands.
Yo, Austin, you stole our pitcher.
Justin Verlander.
Stole your pitch.
Yeah.
Oh, pitcher. I
From
think
the Siren Song of Kate Upton.
Dog, you had like 20 years to give him a title.
She said, "Get me out of Detroit. I want to live in a megapolis."
Send me to Houston.
Dan, you in like 3 hours we can't talk for the entire weekend. Dan.
Oh, dude, Sunday night. I saw billboards
Sunday night.
everywhere going down to Detroit the other day. Sunday night. Steelers Lions. Yo, I hope
That's a matchup that hadn't happened in a while. It's NFC
I hope
AFC.
Ben gets hurt.
Oh my God! What a terrible thing to say.
Just for a quarter.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right then.
No, I mean, you want him to like sprain
You
his
just
ankle.
want him to
or
feel
something.
pain, but not be hurt.
I hope Matthew Stafford has a great game but still loses like
Yo,
usual.
Austin, you want to make a little friendly wager?
I don't like betting on my own team because I know that they are just horribly like a letdown 50% of
So
the
you
time.
didn't answer the question.
Depends on the wager.
A PUBG item of your choice. $10 or under.
If the Steelers lose, we do 1 week of PUBG episodes in Fortnite.
Oh, that's a pretty good bet.
Dan, I noticed that you predict the scores of games every day for for the Lions. You always predict they're gonna win though.
It's because they actually have won every game until the Zebras took it from them.
Well, they're not 6-1. They're 5-2.
No, they're
right?
worse than that.
4-3?
I think so, yeah.
What's the point?
I mean, that's not terrible. I mean, Packers lost Aaron Rodgers. The Bears are terrible, and the Vikings don't have a quarterback. So
He's not lying.
What about Dante Culpepper?
why do you know so many Chicago Bears?
Minnesota Viking.
He's a Minnesota Viking.
I was thinking of Julius
Yeah,
Peppers.
oh, he's
might
a
be.
Carolina Panther.
He was a Bear,
Briefly
though.
at the nadir of his career.
Yo, during a brief flash though, Ryan, Culpepper to Moss, the single best duo in the NFL.
Oh, dude, you're telling me. Who would you rather have? Chad Pennington throwing to Santonio Holmes? I don't think so.
I like how all the sports reference you know was like from a decade ago, but it's all good stuff.
I mean, the real thing you should have said is, why would you throw to Santonio Holmes when you got Lavernius Coles laying in the cut?
I thought you were gonna say Wayne Corbett.
I don't know who that is.
He's a late model.
Who won Super Bowl 45?
Who was in that
Steelers
one?
in Detroit.
I'm not gonna
I
tell
don't
you.
know.
his name.
I don't know what the number of the Super. What year was it?
It was 2012.
Patriots.
I'm gonna say 2012.
Giants.
It was
Dan, you should
the
know.
49ers against the Baltimore Ravens.
No, that was 2 years later. 3 years later.
It's the one before that.
Or
That
no, that
is
was
the
2 years
thing.
later.
So just
Super
do
Bowl
the math.
40 was in Detroit. Seahawks won 2012.
Oh, so
No,
the one
the
before
Steelers
that
won.
was obviously the Seahawks losing
Yo,
to.
Scarby on my yellow.
No, you guys are two in the future. Super Bowl 45 was the Green Bay Packers and the
Packers
Pittsburgh
won.
Steelers.
Greatest performance of Aaron Rodgers' career.
It was a completely terrible game until the Steelers came back towards the end, and then they didn't win though.
That's what I'm part of Cheese Nation. Cheese Nation. It's like a holiday in my religion. It's called Rodgers Day.
Rodgers.
We celebrate all the Rodgers. Steve, Moore, Roger
Bart Starr.
Daltrey, the lead singer of the Who. We celebrate him as well.
Look at that photograph.
That's Chad Kroger, not Chad Kroger.
And I believe it's look at this
graph.
not photograph. Look at this graph.
What if that's what
I love Dan learning about new memes or old memes.
Yo, there's Scarby on my yellow, and no one wants it.
I want it. Oh, I have one in my hair. Never mind. Look at this graph. Every time I laugh.
Oh, people leaving bandages around like they don't need them, but then when the rubber meets the iron, all of a sudden, got any bandies?
Dog, I went through like, fuck, I don't know, like 20 bandies.
Dude,
that last
someone
game.
should actually, in the comments, tally up who used more bandies in the last episode, because I was definitely in like the double digits for sure.
Did you get full value out of your
I always wait
bandies,
2
though?
ticks now, in honor of Mouth. Gone
That's
but
good,
not
that's good.
forgotten.
I mean, you should do that in honor of, just being correct.
Well, I just wish that they would make the mechanic not work like that. But, I recognize that's not fair, NL.
It's a balance decision.
Yeah.
If you need quick heals, you spam them. If you have time, you...
Yeah, it's definitely a balanced decision.
It
It's
is.
like it's a decision that they made for balance.
It is. It's one of the few like weird things that it was a deliberate choice and not a bug.
Definitely the decision they wanted to make.
You having fun?
Dan, pass me that umpy, dude.
You
Can
want an
can I get a boneless umpy, please?
There's an M16 right here. Do you want it?
I can't get in. Can you guys
what do
name
we-
who won the last Stanley Cup?
Yes.
The Pittsburgh
That's correct.
Penguins.
Can you name who won the Stanley Cup before that?
The Calgary Flames.
No.
No, it was the... Did the Penguins win twice?
He's done it. Back to
Yeah.
backs.
Thanks to Patrick Sedin and Julio.
Yep.
And then before that, was it... It was either Boston or Chicago,
Yeah,
right?
I gotta think about that one. So like 2017 was Pittsburgh. 2016 was Pittsburgh. 2015, I think, was Chicago.
Is Chicago or was it Boston? I think it
No,
was
Boston won 2011. They haven't won since.
Oh, okay. Then it was Chicago. And then it was LA,
Yeah, it was
right?
like 2015 is like Chicago. 2014, LA. 2013, Chicago. 2012, LA. 2011, Boston. 2010, Chicago.
How do you know
I don't know that
this?
far. But Chicago wins a fuck ton.
Chicago and
I don't know how I know. I pay attention to the Stanley
there
Cup.
were 6 years
That's it.
where Chicago and LA won every year except one.
Well, LA had like never won for like
Correct.
a long time, right?
Yeah.
Until that, yeah.
That's correct.
See, I can hang with the hockey crowd if it's postseason.
Gratata.
Pittsburgh Penguins beat the Nashville
That's correct.
Predators. It was their first Stanley Cup
That's also
appearance?
correct.
I've got it, man.
It's not that
Yeah,
impressive.
sports ball, sports ball.
How was your Pistons game on Wednesday, Daniel?
It was actually pretty amazing.
Hey,
Not
that's
gonna
good.
Those are looted. You guys should not be
Okay.
there. You should head south
See you
right
later.
now.
My buddy bought season tickets, and they're like really good seats, like probably
Yeah.
the best seats of my life. But the brand new arena, it
Little
was
Caesars?
yeah, 30% full.
Are they garbage right now?
It's like game 4 of the season.
Are they 0-4?
No, they blew out the Timberwolves. I mean, they're not great, but like, what the hard part is that their number one player, Andre Drummond, signed a $130 million contract, and
Yeah.
he literally does not try. Like, doesn't try. Like, exerts 50% effort.
I can't do the NBA.
Oh, you can do the NBA.
Nah, like I really hate how the games end in fouls so often.
It's part.
It's like a huge flaw of the sport. Otherwise,
I'm
it's
kinda
great.
with you.
Tell me what's a better thing in sports than someone getting dunked on.
No, that is pretty sick.
That's
I
great.
love that. But I'm kind of with
But when
Austin.
someone's down like more than 4 points and they have to touch all up on the other team to even have a chance.
It's like I really like watching soccer. I don't watch it anymore because you have to wake up at like 2:30 a.m. Pacific to see the English Premier League games live. But like I enjoy it. But when people are like, "Well, I don't really like how when the people get touched, they just flop around on the ground and then pretend to be injured to kill the clock," I'm like, "I can't argue with you. That sucks. Nobody likes that. And people do it because it works.
What do you find entertaining about soccer?
It's just like elegant. There's an artistry, and like goals can come from essentially nowhere, and every score changes the pace of the game. Like, you know, if someone goes up 1-0, let's use the extreme example. You know, Steph Curry drains a 3-0 Golden State. What are their odds of winning? Well, probably before the game they were already like 98, right? Because there's no parity in the league. But like now they've gone up like 1%. If a team goes up 1-0 in soccer, they're like 80% favorites to win the game.
Look at this photograph. It's been looking at me since I was a kid.
Yeah, like that's the thing with basketball. Like, who the fuck thinks it's not gonna be Cleveland Golden State in a few months?
I felt like it kind of hit ahead last year when Boston beat Cleveland once, and everybody was like, "This is crazy." So when they were both Cleveland and Golden State were like 10-0 in the middle of the conference finals or something, and then Boston took a game. It's like this is unprecedented.
Yeah, every time you say Boston, have you guys ever had a Boston cooler?
No.
It's not gross. It's really good. Whenever you say Boston, that's what I think of. You guys know what Verner's is?
Yeah.
It's Verner's with a scoop of vanilla ice cream in it. It's like mixed. It's so good. Every time you say Boston, that's what I think of.
Do you laugh every time I say it?
No, I think of that. But I was laughing because you thought it was something else, like a rusty trombone or something.
There's another level 2 vest in here.
Yeah, where are you guys at?
I inserted.
Oh, I have an extra 4. I'm out of it today. Who needs a 4x?
So I could use it, but I need bullets first.
For the 4x?
No, for my M16. Oh.
Well, I actually cannot. I don't have bullets. I have 60 rounds. Here's take the 4x.
Is that you? I don't know why I thought it was Dan.
I'm out here mouthing it up right now.
Our games have been a little boring
Yeah,
today.
I've noticed that as well.
I mean, we are playing first person.
Yeah, there's no rocket launchers in this game either. If you get shot at, you can't even build like a mansion in 0.3 seconds.
Check out Gatka, see if it's still open for business.
I don't mean to hate on basketball though, because like, I understand.
It's got amazing moments.
And like, I understand it as a sport that gets made fun of. Every sport gets made fun of, but like people also make fun of hockey. Like, oh, it's kind of hard to follow the puck on the ice. You know, it's just like it's kind of like ice soccer to watch. All right, but I mean, people when they talk about the NFL, they go, "Yeah, National For Advertisers League." The MLB is like, "Oh, sorry, I don't have 12 hours to watch one game of your sport."
Yo, out of all the major sports, baseball has got to change something up. It is so... Unless you're watching October World Series baseball, it's like pulling teeth. You're going to sit and watch a full baseball game?
Not anymore. I used to, but I don't got time anymore.
No one has time. Show me one person who has time to sit down and watch an entire baseball game.
It's just
It's America's pastime.
The best sport. It's the best sport to go to.
Yeah, but when you go there, you don't watch it. You talk and have a couple beers with your buds.
No, you won't watch it.
You just...
I don't know, it's the same values as you, Dan.
I'm telling you, you go to a baseball game, 90% of the people watch 3 innings.
That's just not
It
true.
isn't.
Like that is a statistic that you just made up.
Google it.
Well, I don't think Google's gonna
All
have
right.
the research on this one,
10
Dan.
people go to a baseball game. One guy keeps score by himself. The 9 other people buy 8 beers and 3 hot dogs and watch 1 inning.
You're still making up statistics, Dan. I don't think you understand.
So those are our 2 extremes. Either Google or 10 made-up people. I mean, I'm kind of...
I think we can all agree that our least favorite people are the second you talk about sports on Twitch or YouTube. DAE sports.
Bunch of old price
ball.
jocks.
What is DAE?
Did they do the kick and did they kick the ball?
You can like sports and video
Shut
games.
up!
It's okay.
People do that to me now. Anytime like I even mention anything, not even like DAE arrays start at 0. If I ever mention anything at all to do with program, everyone goes, "Oh, the code talk. Ooh, system.out.println hello world." Like, it's a bad look. But anytime anyone's passionate about anything, you just immediately default to like, what do I know about this thing so I can make fun of it?
It's fucking annoying because they do it about video games too. Like anything that they haven't deemed immediately 10 out of 10, they're just gonna be like DA talking about good thing. You enjoy life.
What is comments? I love you guys. What is DAE?
Does anybody else?
Does anybody else? Basically, fuck all of you. I hate you.
I like you, but like, I like to argue with you. I don't like fold in the face of that kind of pressure from chat. I'm happy to jibber jabber.
Yeah, that's actually an offensive term.
Is it?
No, I just made that up.
Oh, see, I was about to apologize.
DAE.
That's not
how that works.
Oh, dang, Warby here?
I got a 4B. But
You don't want a 4B?
I already have one. You can keep your trash.
You
I
don't
want
need a 4B?
I don't want your second.
You're too good for a 4B?
I
How
got
does a
mine.
4B
I hope
take up
someone-
more space than a smoke grenade in your inventory?
I would like a hollow though.
Really?
Yeah, I prefer hollows to reds.
Would you rather just have a 4B?
I have a 4B with the wires coming out the tip.
I hope that someone listened to the sports talk in the beginning of this episode and then wrote a comment that says DAE sports and then got to this point was just like, oh.
A sports ball.
Well, like on the Opus Magnum video I just posted, somebody left a comment that was like, normally I don't do this, but it makes me really uncomfortable that he calls himself a programmer despite not having a job where he programs. And then like literally the next comment was like, he doesn't call himself a programmer. And they're like, well, yeah, but he talks about it. What do you want from me?
They created their own narrative.
Literally, like, it makes me mad when he does this thing that he doesn't do. He doesn't do that. Yeah, but, like, if he did, I'd be upset. Just taking flack for, like, no reason whatsoever.
That's really
man,
good.
That's funny.
It's a duality of chat.
I was reading those. I was getting close to combative in those comments. I didn't leave any comments because you just go away for, like, 10 seconds, you come back, and you're like, I'm an adult, this is fine.
Yeah.
But for a minute, I was like,
That's
I'm going to
the
screen
way.
cap my GPA, and I'm going to tweet it. And I'm going to be like, oh, who's stupid now, motherfuckers? Who's the stupid one?
One day I fully expect to go on one of the Reddits and then just see like a 2-paragraph scathing post from you.
That's why I don't go to the Northern Lion subreddit very often anymore. That's the space for the fans to say whatever they want to say. Whenever any sort of drama, which we usually have very little of, whenever any sort of drama makes it to the circle jerk, though, I get furious.
Why? Because that's your safe place?
Well, that's just the place for, like, jokes. And then there's another subreddit for semi-serious stuff. With someone's like, you know, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? And then it's Carmen Sandiego, but with, like, a mouth shirt on. And somebody's in the comments leaves, like, an essay about, like, well, I was watching Mouth's eye movements on his stream when Ryan was mentioned, and he looked up and to the left, which is just like, just fuck off. Everything's fine. You're actually just making it worse. Like, everything is totally okay. Everybody's an adult. Like, you're just sowing discord for no reason.
I've noticed that on the Circle Jerk and the Northern Line subreddit, there's like 2 or 3 people who always just say terrible shit about everyone or just horrible people. And I think that I've seen these people and not realized until recently that they're just the same 2 or 3 people. They know who they are.
I've memorized some usernames. Like,
yeah, I've got like 3
it's
names in my head right
opposite
now.
day
I'm not
here.
gonna say, but
I'm not gonna call them out because again, you got to be like a certain level of fan to be posting in these places to begin with. Now, if you're saying really rude things about me or my co-hosts, then that's like too far. But I understand that most of these people come from a position of just being like really big fans. I don't want to like, you know, in bad faith insult them. But there are some times I read a comment and I'm like, well, this person's really rude to me. And I'm like, oh, it's just the same dude that's been rude to me for like 6 weeks, but somehow still watches every show. So I'm like flattered, but also like, shut up. But in my head, I'm like, I already disregarded what you say because you haven't said anything positive in 2 months. Not all the shows have been bad. There's been some bangers in there.
Thursday, or was it Wednesdays? Whatever one it was amazing.
Wednesdays
One of
was
the best
pretty good.
ones in a while.
Thursdays was garbage though.
Oh, Thursday. Yeah, Wednesdays was amazing.
Jackbox broke, so we had to play Pintario, and then
Played
played
Fortnite
and sucked.
fucking-
And then in the middle section was GoldenEye, and like 60% of the audience just hits the snooze button on GoldenEye to begin with. So, but I was like, Jackbox will bring it back. Cool, connecting to Jackbox servers. You really screwed me, Jack.
Look at this photo.
God, we haven't even heard a bullet, have we?
Top 22, boys.
We siege in this town.
I don't know. I've been hoping for a scuss. I have like every bit for a scuss.
Casterly Rock, let's go. There's always like there are times on the shows where I'm like, oh, that's gonna upset some people. Whether I say it or, you know, one of you says it, Nick says it, Rob says it. I'm like, that's someone is gonna be in the comments after and be like, why was blah being such a blah? Then there's also times where like Corey will be on the show and then be like a person that's just like, I really hate when Corey laughs. I'm like, what do you want from people? That's an unrealistic. It's an extremely unrealistic criticism. That's unactionable. That's like you go in for your employee review and then your boss is just like, you know, well, you put on a couple of pounds this year, Suzanne. It's not related to the work.
Oh, did I tell you? No, I don't think I told you guys. So in the Airbnb we were staying at,
There are bugs.
Yeah, there were termites
There were bugs,
crawling
yeah.
out of the drain.
that is the thing that happens. But no, we had
Oh.
neighbors, and everyone keeps their windows open on the beach because the breeze is cool and there's no AC anywhere.
Summer breeze.
Yeah, $1.5 million house we're staying
No
in, no
AC?
fucking AC. It's like really spent money wisely here. It's 100 degrees.
wonder how people go
It's
broke?
fine. No. Anyway, I kept hearing these neighbors, like it was their kids and their mom were just all very loud in the morning. And then, you know what? Kids are
Yeah.
gonna be loud. They're going to school, whatever. Weekend comes around. Dad comes home. He's off of work. Fucking, he starts having this conversation with his wife, and I can't hear them unless they're like yelling. And so they start yelling, and the dad says at the top of his lungs, "Yeah, I fired him." And then she goes, "Was it because he was depressed?" And the other guy goes, "Yeah, of course." And I'm just like, oh wow, this guy's a fucking terrible person.
Do you go talk to him?
What
Like,
if? Oh, there's a
there
Dacia
was-
pulling up to the package. It's at the package right now,
Let's get. I can't see
dude.
them.
I got it.
Go,
No,
go,
no,
do
okay,
it,
they're
do
all
it, do
running
it.
away now.
That's me firing at him. Oh, we're getting shot from.
Okay, we gotta keep moving.
We didn't
I
win
think
the
it's
fight.
them that's shooting at me.
Same direction, same guys. They're potatoes though.
Yeah, well, tit for tat. Tit for tate.
Okay, we gotta keep moving east. We gotta get into the circle. I'm gonna boost up really quick. You should heal too,
Yeah,
real quick,
I
Ryan.
popped up Bandy. Let's go.
Just grass. Man, Brendan needs to work on these textures.
Whoa,
me,
whoa,
me.
whoa! Scared. I thought they were rushing us.
Look at this base up.
17 alive.
At least we finally got some action.
Yeah. I landed some shots, so like this is already an above average episode.
Just get into the circle and have a great time.
I also have no kills, which means that there's still a chance for us to win.
also have no kills. This guy's probably out in the open, actually. Yeah, I think I see him. Yep, he's prone. He's moving now. He's at 60, 75. Moving left,
Yeah,
moving
I
left.
see
I'm gonna
him.
take shots once he's out in
US
the open.
to my
Taking shots.
southeast, just a heads up.
And he moved right. Oh, there's a guy right here.
I hit him 3 times, I think. Nice, you got him. Oh. I gotta help my boy. Oh. Claps from the left as well, Austin. I tapped him in the helmet. His helmet still exists, though.
Yo, I'm getting shot at. I don't know from where.
He's sat next to me, like to my right.
I gotta rush this tree. If I go down, I go down.
Can't see this guy. He's downhill. Where the hell is he? How can I not see this guy?
I got that. I got him.
Get in the circle. Get in the
Oh,
circle.
yeah.
Nice tear,
Did he
Ryan.
die?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What the fuck? How did he get over there? He's at the houses.
Is he in the blue?
I don't understand what just happened.
Yeah, we're
Oh, I see. Yeah, there's 3 of them, Dan. They're running along the dunes with us.
Oh, it was a different team.
we gotta hide and heal.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just getting low.
Fuck, that confused me so much.
There's some shots to our northeast, Ryan.
My personal perspective, why don't we toilet bowl? We know there's a team there. We just have to
Toilet-
break them.
You have teams on both
Yeah.
sides. You got to figure out which
I
one
think
to
we
deal
should go
with.
for the team that allows us to turl.
Okay.
The turlable team.
No, Dan, out of the way.
I just don't want to pop up and get flanked.
I would hurry if I were you. I don't think you can prone here because those guys are gonna come up behind you. Brian, I'm gonna be real. I don't think micro Uzi is the play.
Is that you shooting, Dan?
Yep. Sit yourself,
Nice,
and
nice.
sit yourself down. They were solo. You got to push up. I'm G Hilling.
Ryan, you might, now that Dan cleared right, I would go right. Go around to the right with
Okay.
Dan. Get into the hills. Just try to get the blue
think
to
you're
your
right, I
back
think
and
you're
get into
right.
the hills. So this guy was fighting someone. Yeah, you see him, Dan, up ahead to east 75.
I don't see anyone.
Left a little bit. On the top of that hill.
You're Ryan. There's someone on. Okay. I didn't see him at all, Austin. But thanks for the call.
I'm just getting in.
He was about right where the other guy you killed was, pretty much.
We're safe in this little gulch here.
Okay.
You're gonna have people coming right up behind you, Ryan. So I would just focus on
Like
behind
from the
you.
east.
Right there, yeah, right from there somewhere. Don't even worry about those other guys that are shooting. Just watch
Yeah.
your back. There he is. There he is. He's 120 southeast, Dan. To the right a little bit. He ran back into the blue. Just be patient. Be patient. He has to come out.
Try to Kobe me. Someone Kobe'd me. I gotta get out.
Yeah.
Run on Dan. Run on Dan. Run on Dan. Run on Dan.
Oh, that was pretty embarrassing.
You need some help me. Fudge.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, he had some action at the end.
We got some
Oh.
tears.
He was a solo. Oh, it hurts. It hurts.
I'm not gonna say anything, Ryan, but I don't. You might want to just skip the comment section on this episode.
Dude,
What happened at
that's,
the end?
Like, by far, not even close to making the list of the worst things I've ever done in this game. if you potato that hard, I would be like, you should skip the comments. When I potato that hard, people are just like, what did I expect? I should have known.
What happened?
I mean, I hip fired 100% of the time is one thing. I also emptied about a full clip of Uzi into where I thought he was, and then hip fired my M16 and still didn't kill him.
Was it one or
So-
two guys?
It was just one dude. Or his other dude was like a little further away from him.
Mm.
Well, anyway, Thanks for
Anyway.
watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
So.